Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, March 13th. Looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So the same pattern has continued for ES, NQ, and Righty. Pretty much a B shape. Righty does go out, though, with a trend day and the day's high and low. ES and NQ go out with just the day's highs and low. We failed to hold trend down again. It's like 9 times in 4 trading days in ES. Same with NQ. NQ had held one on Tuesday, which we took back yesterday. We couldn't get the overnight yearly low in NQ today, which really shocked me. I really thought they would get that. Then we couldn't get 9 wide in NQ, which I thought would be fairly attainable for them to do. ES took back 2 sets of singles from 9/11, held 2 sets. And then there's a huge price vacuum below that to that day's low. The theme has continued now for days. The market pushes lower, fails to hold trend down. We rally, but we only rally enough to take the pressure off that intraday's short pressure. And then we go down again. So I know I said it yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. There is no fear whatsoever in these shorts. Now, obviously, a B shape signifies long liquidation. The lower we go, the more liquidation you're going to get because you're going to keep putting more monthly, weekly, and dailies underwater. But the shorts market is still incredibly short on all time frames. And it's very, very comfortable right now. Now, I'm calling ES down. They took out their balance low by a decent amount. NQ, I'm calling it balance still. I don't think they took out Tuesday's low enough to call it balance. I'm going to call them still a 4-day balance in NQ. But ES and Righty certainly did, and they're both down now on all 3 of their time frames. Volume only in the 60s today. Obviously, it's been better than average, but the last couple of days haven't been as good as they were prior to that. But again, we say this, I'm saying this a lot lately, but we're not seeing. It's one thing to get short covering from the day's action, but boy, oh boy, this market's very short, and there is not anything scaring them. Now, again, people will start rolling over tomorrow. I roll over the Monday of options expiration, regardless of if the next contract's volume is higher or not than the one I'm trading now. I keep it that way. I want to be uniform because I do not back adjust. So come that Monday, I start using the new contracts, destinations, and reference points. And if it's a premium and there's a gap from whatever tomorrow's high is, I just use it as a rollover gap. Okay? You saw that earlier when we took it back finally, just the other day in September. September's rollover gap. So today started, I had a good day. ES, I missed the first 2 trades that I really like to take in NQ. I missed the overnight low, just didn't get it. I did get ES's though. So I took the short. That was the only trade I took in ES today, but I did get the short to get their overnight low. I missed NQ, taking out A's low. Just didn't time it right. Those are timing trades for me because I'm trying to take them with decent size, so I really need to time the tempo as it's going to try to get them. Well, I missed both of them today in the NQ, the overnight low and A's low. But I did do well in B period with NQ with ebb and flow shorting. Look at how they teased us. ES had a poor low in B, 1 time framed up. NQ 1 time frame down, and then they rallied. Look at this. Couldn't get the opening or A's high, and NQ then, that was ES, that was it. C period, couldn't get the opening. That was all she wrote. Before I get on to my trades again, remember what I said in the morning video. I said, now again, I'm in bigger increments. I said, today will be determined. If we get below the afternoon pullback, you'll have lower value, and bears are going to go get today's low. If we get the afternoon rally high, you'll have higher value, and you'll get yesterday's high. Well, guess what? The bears won. Plain and simple. ES got above that, got below the afternoon pullback 3 times, tried to stay above it, 3 times failed. That was all she wrote. NQ never got close to getting their POC, by the way. ES did get their wide POC. NQ didn't. Again, NQ, same thing. Tried to stay above the afternoon pullback. Failed 3 times. That was it. It's so visual, this market. Even though there was a lot of chop in A, B, C, and D, it was so visual. And the shorts paid. And guess what? That's all I did in the beginning of the day because that's what the market was telling me. So I shorted A in ES against the overnight low. I shorted B and NQ with ebb and flow trades. I believe it or not, I lost in D on a short. I thought we were going to get the IB low. Got close, went up, took a loss. But then I got it. I lost like 500 on that short in D. I took a 10 lot in E to get it and made about 2,600. So I made about 2,000 net to get that. And I was very happy with that because they were frustrating me. Then in F period, I was shorting because we had single prints and then against the single print fill the first time, which paid. Now I did turn long in G to stop the one-time framing. Thought we would get an afternoon rally high. Now if L didn't take out G's high, which it did, it would have been an afternoon rally high. But L took it out too late, so to me, that's not going to work. But I still made money on that long in G. I did take a long in H. When it came back, we took out G's low. I'm like, they keep failing trend. I thought we wouldn't go trend. We didn't, but, well, actually we did. But I did get paid the first time on the long. And then I did flip short to try to get the overnight low. Now, I didn't get hurt. I made money on a couple of shorts with some ebb and flow shorts. But I very surprised that we didn't get that overnight low. So I longed H initially because I didn't think they were getting much to the downside. It worked. But then once H got extension and and it looked like we were going to have single prints, I started shorting it and did okay. I shorted I period too against the single prints, did well. And then in L period, I did take a long at the time around against value low because I thought we failed trend. That's it. We're not going to go make a new low on the day. I did okay on that. And that's basically it. I'm not going to give, I took some trades in M period in one of my prop accounts, but it was nothing that I should have been taking, but just, I thought we would get back to POC. Ended up making money on it. Adding, taking off, but never did get back there. I'm not going to even mention it because they weren't good risk reward trades by any stretch of the imagination. But ended up making money on them anyway, even though we didn't go back to POC. So, our yearly low in NQ is still in the overnight. We're still balanced in NQ. If we take out today's low, though, I'm not going to give them much opportunity at all to stretch again. I would probably call it down. ES and righty are down. Let's go to the charts because, again, I am not going to go over destinations being in bigger increments. So here is ES and SPY. Okay? To me, we took out Tuesday's low enough. By enough, we're down. So we went bear, balance, bear. Markets don't go bear, bull. So we went bear, balance, back to bear. Okay? In Triple Q's case, I'm still calling it balance because I don't think we took it Tuesday's low out by a lot. So right now we're bear and still in balance. We'll see how we come out of it. And IWM, by the way, is down again. Bear, balance, bear. And look at this. Again, I know I say it a lot, but this is why I look at righty. I asked back on February 21st, is righty the canary in the coal mine? Because they were the first ones to get the 200-day moving average, right? ES hadn't seen it in over 14 months. NQ and righty never closed below it last year, or maybe one day. I didn't think they did, but whatever. Were they the canary in the coal mine? I would say the answer is a firm yes now. As we've gone from, in NQ's case, from 218 down to 198. That's $20. That's 10%. That's not including the first downward move to get to the 200-day moving average. And again, back to ES, we are now 4 days closing below it. Again, is long-term money going to come in to buy it? That's the one thing they do look at that. Or are they going to say, enough's enough? I want to save some. I want to save some profits for 23 and 24, and we could start over. Okay. I mean, that's still all out there. That still hasn't been resolved yet, as far as I'm concerned. We have not seen long-term money in this market. 70 million shares in ES SPY is not going to show long-term money. The way we stop at very visual points signifies no long-term money. The way we go down and fail trend and then rally $5 signifies no long-term money. They're not going to let that happen on the downside. So please keep that in mind. As vicious as this move has been, and it's been very nice to the downside, it's being dictated in the ETFs and futures by us and algorithmic trading. Hope you had a good day trading. Rest up. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.